Hi, my name is Libya from Wheatonopolis.
Hi.
We're a fan-based site,
She's
and
going to ask about the head slap.
He did too.
he just did, so I won't repeat that.
Okay.
What I want to know is,
Oh yeah, it gets
so one of my favorite episodes, or my favorite episodes on the show, deal with Gibbs and his emotional kind of relationship about his daughter and things like that. And I saw the preview that's going to be dealt with, and I was wondering, how do you feel about those storylines versus the episodic?
You know what? I think we do all kinds of shows, and I think we could probably no more do all shows like that than we can do all the more bread and butter shows that we do. One of the really great things about working on this show is that they challenge all of us differently. And it's time, seven years into a show, to be giving out some of those personal nuggets about characters, but they're well earned. They've been earned over the past 6. It was very early on in the show that I realized that regardless of what I think is the best show we do or you think is the best show we do, there's a whole audience out there that will name shows that you maybe thought was the worst show we ever did as their favorite. I was in a coffee shop in Montana once, and they didn't know I was there. And there were 2 guys at a table talking about NCIS and talking about all their favorite shows. They were ripping off shows and names and titles, and I was having a hard time figuring out which ones they were. But I guarantee you, the shows they were naming, none of them were my favorite. My point being is that there's a big audience. We do a bunch of different shows from different times, different kinds. Some of the shows I may prefer, and the crew may prefer, they get their game face on more for because it's the underwater show, or it's the one where Robert Wagner comes, or Jenna Rollins. Those have a little different texture. But it's part of the joy of this job. This job's a joy. This, you've had jobs that are a joy, or you haven't, and I've had them certainly. And this is one to appreciate. So more than anything, I feel fortunate to be part of it. And I think it's important to appreciate.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.